It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder getting set to match up with the New Orleans Pelicans. Our opening tip won by the Thunder as we get started in OKC. Paul down to Adams. And the rebound comes down to the Pelicans. Down low to Okafor. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Paul, down low Adams. Nice pass to set things up.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
New Orleans going to take it up. Ball. Work it down to Favors. And he'll go to the foul line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Derek Favors, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 66%. Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Paul across the timeline. Down by 1. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Screen coming. Ingram matched up with Steven Adams. Passed it off. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Adams. Short jumper off the mark. Ball with the basketball. His team up by 1. Almost, but no good. Paul into the front court. Down a point. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that 3-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
Danilo Gallinari with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 86% from the line. Can't convert the free throw. Ball with it up top. Down 2. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
OKC ball. Short jumper misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a chance. Ingram's shot won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Lonzo with it. Down just a couple. Screen coming. Drew Holiday, guarded by Robertson. From the outside, no good.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Holiday. Not that time. He missed it. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Here comes the screen. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 3 now here in the first. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes stock of the floor. Paul. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Won't go down. Paul with it up top. 2-point advantage. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing going here on that drive. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Here comes the screen. Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. It goes down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Here comes the screen. Holiday to Ball. Five seconds to shoot. That's no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Paul. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Pelicans have the basketball. Holiday to Ball. Down low to Okafor. Danilo Gallinari with a piece. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Entering the game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
Redick. Five on the shot clock. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Now Paul with the basketball. Leads just a point. Carmelo Anthony traded, but Sam Presti turns that into Dennis Schroeder.
And I love this acquisition by the Thunder. When you think about Schroeder, he is almost the opposite of what Russell Westbrook is. He is not a ball-dominant guard. He will have the ball in his hands, but he's more apt to make plays quickly with the ball than Russell, who likes to hold. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. He's looking for that touch.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Holiday in possession. They're down 3. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Paul. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock to Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Drew Holiday picked up by Schroeder. Okafor shot misses.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down 3. Ah, rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Now Adams down low. To Schroeder. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Holiday. Curling inside. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. New blood coming in for both sides. Paul. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Cashes in for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Ferguson to Paul. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Holiday in possession. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Down low to Okafor. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Paul into the front court. Shot clock off as they look for a go-ahead bucket. Down a point. Desperation shot here from half court. First quarter's complete. The Pelicans have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Redick. And count the basket inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Schroeder. Screen coming. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Has a look. That won't go. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. Drew Holiday against Schroeder. To Josh Hart. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Schroeder with the basketball. Down 5.
I said.
Derek Favors sends it away. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Ferguson. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Ferguson. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Holiday controls the basketball. Up by 3. Etuan Moore against Nader. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Thunder with the basketball. Schroeder. Down low, Gallinari. Working the outside. To Schroeder. Ferguson. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the mark. No good. Holiday to Josh Hart. Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Ferguson. Deep right corner. Dennis Schroeder. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Has a chance. Shot for more. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Schroeder. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Holiday in possession. Up 5 to Josh Hart. Drew Holiday up against Patterson to Josh Hart. Has a look. More shot. Oh, I can't connect. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Terrence Ferguson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 90% at the line. First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Ball into the front court. Up 6 to Redick. To Ball. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Offense and a putback slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Screen coming. Here's a chance from long range and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lonzo Ball. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Paul to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ball with the basketball. Leads 5. Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Steven Adams. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Holiday.
Hey, box out.
Shot by Ball. No good. Here's Schroeder with it. 5-point game. To Paul. Derek Favors able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets it in the left corner. Redick to Ball. Here comes the screen.
Right.
Lonzo Ball. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. With the rock, it's Chris Paul to Schroeder. Here comes the screen. Runner here. Won't go. To Ball. Redick. Down low to Favors. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Paul across the timeline. 9-point margin. To Adams. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Steven Adams at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. And he misses that one free throw. Oh, Lonzo Ball. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Paul into the front court. His team down 9. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Brandon Ingram has got 2 shots coming. A career 65% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Paul with it up top. Trailing by 11. To Adams. Shot from the lane won't go. Hart. They get it down to Ingram. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Brandon Ingram trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Paul to Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander to Adams. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Steven Adams, a couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. first one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Ball with it up top. His team on top by 13. To Josh Hart. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Here comes the screen. Hart picked up by Adams. Down low to Okafor. Cleans it up. Now Paul with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Had a chance, but it's no good. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
To Josh Hart. Oh, Lonzo Ball. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Now pass, stolen by the Pelicans.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder, so it'll stay with New Orleans. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Holiday. Trying to cash in.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Drew Holiday at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Oklahoma City's got it. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Probing the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to Adams. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Holiday controls the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Ball. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Paul into the front court. Down a bundle. And he finishes at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Favors to Ball. Holiday. That won't go. Paul across the timeline. His guys down big. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
In a flash, scores at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Nothing going here on that drive. OKC now with 4 to shoot. It's Paul for 2. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. Thanks for joining us for the Halftime Report. The second half is about to get started.
Holiday in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Ball. Here comes the screen. Ball. Scores from the post.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul. Down low, Adams. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Ball brings the rock up court. Nothing going here on that drive. Spinning shot won't fall. The follow won't go either. Now Adams down low. Steven Adams with the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Has a chance. Shot by Holiday, no good. Steven Adams sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Adams. Derek Favors snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Redick. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Paul to Adams. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Holiday controls the basketball. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Redick. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Chance for Chris Paul. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Lonzo Ball, defended by Robertson. Andre Robertson with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Down to Adams. Not that time. Lonzo with it. Looking to make something happen. Ingram picked up by Adams. To Holiday. For 3. No good. Down low Adams. Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Curling inside. Short jumper off the mark. To Paul. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Ball into the front court. They lead it by 14. Reddick to Holiday. Nice pass. Ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, Gallinari. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Here comes the screen. Drew Holiday against Adams. To Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. Paul into the front court. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Danilo Gallinari at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. It's Pelicans ball. To Favors. Holiday. Sizing up the defense. Kicks it outside. To Paul. Couldn't keep it in. Off Derek Favors. Changes coming on for Alvin Gentry. Paul to Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3. Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there. Well defended. To Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Holiday. Can't get the bounce. Paul with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. Nothing going here on that drive. To Paul. The Thunder down to 4 in the shot clock. Here's CP3. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Holiday in possession. It's an 11-point game. No good. The follow won't go either.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Chance for Paul. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Etuan Moore matched up with Paul. To Holiday. Hart. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Can't connect.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Paul. From the outside, no good. To Josh Hart. Nothing going here on that drive. Hart to Holiday. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Holiday. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Paul. That one off the mark. It's no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Holiday controls the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Baseline drive. Steven Adams tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Holiday. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason. But let's not get carried away.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
And he knocks it down, Jay.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Holiday in possession. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. And the rebound taken in by OKC. Schroeder with the basketball. His guys down by 9.
Coming left, 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 left.
Shot from in close, no good. New Orleans will take it up. Drew Holiday matched up with Patrick Patterson. Tight space with the crossover. Holiday to Josh Hart. Gets a look, can't hit. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
J.J. Redick trying to cash in on a 3-point play for his career at 89%. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. The Thunder have the possession. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Pelicans own a sizable lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Going to launch beyond the arc, unbothered. Josh Hart hits the 3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Trailing by 15. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Shot no good there by Gallinari.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Holiday. From the painted area, won't go down. To Schroeder. Almost unlucky bounce. To Holiday. Hart picked up by Ferguson. Screen coming. Hart to Holiday. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Gallinari off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Another follow, stays out. Danilo Gallinari swats it. Thunder with the basketball.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Schroeder. To Holiday. Redick. Drew Holiday against Schroeder. And Patterson grabs the rebound. Here's Schroeder with it. Down a bundle.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Trying to cash in. Holiday with a shot that won't fall.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Pelicans have the rebound. Hart to Reddick. Holiday to Reddick. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Schroeder. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Hart. To Reddick. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oklahoma City ball. Schroeder. Screen coming. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Short jumper stays out. Schroeder with the basketball. Down by 15. From long range. Can't connect. Etuan Moore, guarded by Terrence Ferguson. To Reddick. Oh, he had it. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. He'll run the offense. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Abdul Nader has got 2 shots coming. Numbers not good. 59% for his career. First try, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Holiday in possession. The advantage is 13 points. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Now 3 for 9. Pelicans basketball. Drew Holiday matched up with Paul. Down low to Okafor. The pass set it all up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Work it down to Favors. Cleaning the offensive glass. Rebound taken in by Paul. Knocked loose. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul rises for the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Ball with the basketball. The lead is 15. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Holiday. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Paul. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul. Shot clock winding down. It's Paul for 2. And the rebound taken by New Orleans. New Orleans has it to Ball. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. 5 to shoot. Just off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Adams. Deep left corner. The drive. Right to the basket. Brandon Ingram pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killers. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. OKC ball to Paul. Probing the defense. Schroeder to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Favors. Ingram up against Patterson. Gets it in the left corner. Ball to Holiday. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good. Schroeder to Paul. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Time to shuffle things up. And there's the foul. Going to play this one out, even though it seems all but over in a 9-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Here's Schroeder with it. His guy's down by 9. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. The Thunder will use a timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. Paul, not getting the bounce. Lonzo controls the offense. It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pelicans got the win in a nail-biter, and it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. Check out the leading scores for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Thunder are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. Check out the leading scores for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Derek Favors put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.